Welcome to the video tutorial how to use DHCP and static IP numbers on your ACRI in Playon series. We go first to setup. We choose network. If you're using a wireless connection, you can only choose DHCP and no static IP numbers. Sorry about that. And in this case, we're going to choose the wired LAN setup. And if you want to use DHCP, which means you get automatically any IP number who is programmed in your router, then you choose DHCP IP Auto, and you choose DNS Auto. Then you choose Save Network Settings. Then they will test the connection, and you get an IP number, etc., etc. If you don't get an IP number, look if your Playon ID is connected to your router and if DHCP is turned on in your router. If you don't know how, look up the manual of your router. If you want to use static IP numbers, which can be handy if you want to forward some kind of ports like transmission ports, BitTorrent or FTP, then you can forward to a certain IP number. Then you go to Fix IP, manual, and you can fill in the IP numbers. If your router uses the IP range 168.1.1, then you can fill it in 192.168.112 in this case. Submask is 255.255.255.0, and the gateway and DNS is always the IP number of your router, or if you use an external DNS, you fill in the external IP numbers, but normally you fill in the router IP address. And in this case, that's 192.168.1.1. And if you don't know what the IP number is, please read your manual of your router. Okay, we press OK. We choose yes, and they will. We now have an own chosen IP number. If you're using static IP numbers on your PC, be sure that it's in the same range as the IP number of your ACRI, otherwise you will not see the ACRI. Okay, this is the end of the tutorial how to use DHCP and static IP numbers on your ACRI Playon series.